It is 4 p.m. in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, and for most public and civil servants, it is time to go home. Major bus stops around this time of the day are always filled with passengers ready to go home, and taxis ready to take them to their destinations. The official color for taxis in Abuja is green. The men of the underworld have taken these green-colored taxis as an instrument to perpetrate evil. For some months, kidnapping was a major bane in the capital city, and going home after work hours became an issue for most people who depended on the green-colored taxis.
You see, modern policing is community-based, it is intelligence-led, and it is also technology-driven. What we are doing is policing diverse communities. We take into consideration the peculiarities and needs of different communities in our societies, and we approach the problems with that in our mind, and we try to give our best in solving those local community problems.
Community policing is critical, because when we are able to place a strong mechanism of community policing, it's a collaboration between the communities and the law enforcement, so not just the police.
With the introduction of modern community policing, the Nigerian Police Force, led by its Inspector General Kayode Egbetokun, swung into action, and today, the capital city is once again safe and it's business as usual.
If you look at it, in the last few months, the police have been in the news for all the good reasons. You can see that there was a bit of trust deficit, but now you can see that people are more confident about the Nigerian police. Most of the major crises we've had in the past few months have been addressed by the Nigerian police.
Just as the capital has witnessed these heinous crimes, so are other states of the Federation, and the police say they have been on top of the matter with positive results.
We recently upgraded our intelligence bureau to a department headed by a Deputy Inspector General of Police. We recently upgraded the ranks of officers we post to head the intelligence units in the commands and in the zones. Those units are now being headed by Assistant Commissioners of Police. Before now, they are being headed by CSP.
Crime, over the years, has always posed a significant challenge as authorities grapple with a diverse range of criminal activities, from violent crimes such as armed robbery and kidnapping to non-violent offenses like cybercrime and corruption. The Nigerian government is making concerted efforts to improve the security environment through the Nigerian Police Force and the Ministry of Police Affairs.
Very recently, you saw them arrest the perpetrators of the train hijack that happened a few years ago. So you can see that the Nigerian Police Force are on their toes. They can feel that this government would give them all they require. It will further enable them to be able to discharge their constitutional duties.
Modern policing is also technology driven. We are introducing different types of technology to drive our operations. Recently, we reactivated the MPF Rescue Me app and the VGS, where just with a click on the app on your phone, you can report a distress situation that will, within seconds, be received at the Command and Control Center. And the Command and Control Center will deploy the nearest patrol team to you to come to your rescue.
Beyond community policing, the art of revolutionizing the Nigerian police lies at the heart of the present Inspector General of Police. He wants a robust police force filled with vigor and passion for life, as well as alert to public safety.
I am passionate about my job, and when passion meets opportunity, what you get is excellent delivery.
So being at the helms of affairs at the Ministry of Police Affairs, present an opportunity for us to chart a course and lay a foundation.
The establishment of a Special Intervention Squad, SIS, to combat crisis is a huge feather to the cap of the Nigerian police. Trained by the American government, the Special Intervention Squad are trained to respond to complex and dynamic situations such as kidnappings, hostage and terrorist attacks. They are also trained in close quarters combat, among other skills.
The Americans have assisted us in training all the commanders of this special squad. We have also trained members of the squad locally. Some of them will still be given the opportunity for overseas training. When we have started deploying them to some states, we have them in Plateau, for example. We already have them in Niger. We have them in Kaduna. Of course, they are already in FCT command, and we are getting good results from their activities.
Our focus is to banish poverty and actually have prosperity. Our president has said that I'm only going to tax prosperity. I want to tax the fruit. I want to tax the return.
National Information Technology Development Agency (NITDA) was created to organize and drive the nation's ICT sector. In August 2019, Mr. Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi CCIE assumed office as the Director General of NITDA, employing a vision of a more digital Nigeria based on building a high-velocity organization, developing market-creating regulation, and facilitating Nigeria's development into a sustainable digital economy. NITDA remains committed to positioning the country as a global tech talent factory.
You all agree with me that industrialization is a key pillar of economic development, and this is the perfect time to drive that conversation.
We all know that Nigeria has a very strong potential to strengthen its local manufacturing capabilities.
All of us need to do some work in providing the right education and build capacity.
National Agricultural Development Fund, to be the leading development fund for agricultural growth, sustainability, and economic prosperity. Voody, fashion is life. The Nigerian police force today is technology-driven. The force has been at the forefront of embracing technology to revolutionize its operations and improve public safety. In a country where crime is a major concern, the police have recognized the importance of leveraging technology to enhance capabilities and respond effectively to the ever-evolving nature of criminal activity. With the rapid advancement of technology, the police have been working to integrate digital solutions into their daily operations, aiming to make their services more efficient, effective, and accessible to the public.
We have an app where we can see the deployment of all our patrol vehicles. The ones that are not where they are supposed to be, we can see them from our office and we make corrections. All of these are very critical to the successes that we have been achieving in recent time.
Every morning we receive reports about what has happened the previous day. And our command and control center, even though in the piloting phase, but it's one of the best. Right now it's in the headquarters and we're looking to expand so that we can be able to, address issues more critically.
Public confidence in the Nigerian police force has been a critical issue for many years. The relationship between the police and the public has often been strained due to allegations of corruption, human rights abuses, and inefficiency. High-profile incidents of police misconduct have eroded trust, making community policing efforts challenging. However, there have been recent initiatives aimed at reforming the force.
So our officers are posted to areas where they have both competence and passion. And that is when you see them doing so well in their various duty posts. Yes, I know that has helped in improving the relationship of the police with members of the public. You know, when you have round pegs and round holes, members of the public, they see these officers performing well and they tend to come closer to the police.
We are redefining policing, and for us, the vision we're working towards under the guidance of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the emergence of a world-class Nigerian police force that is fit for the 21st century, inclusive, community-based, intelligence-led, and technologically driven, while excelling in maintaining public safety, upholding the rule of law, and fostering community trust through transparent and accountable practices.
There is also a complaint response unit where members of the public can lay complaints or allegations against unruly officers of the Nigerian police.
We have also established the complaint response unit in all our commands, where members of the public can make complaint if there is, if any of our officers is not doing what he's supposed to be doing, or is misbehaving in public. The complaint response units have phone numbers that have been rolled out to members of the public. Members of the public can call any of those numbers and report the misconduct of their officers, and the CRU will immediately respond to it and take appropriate action against that officer. So we are doing that, and it's working. We've been able to correct many of our officers using our response, our CRU, complaint response unit. Yeah, we are embarking on electronic medical record.
On the level of advocacy against violent and non-violent crimes, the Nigerian police force is catching them young. As the saying goes, the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. Hence, the need to take advocacy of security and modern community policing to the youths as well as children.
Partnering with students, our commissioners of police in commands have been tasked to work with student groups, youth groups in their states. Through this interaction, we are able to enlighten these youths and encourage them to shun some of these vices. There is this section we have in the headquarters here. We call it POCACOF. POCACOF is a police campaign against cultism and other vices. Yes, they have very good relationship with the students groups and even youth corps.
The war against drug abuse, and you want to look at the prospects. The war against drug abuse, WADA. We go around communities, markets, churches, traditional institutions, schools. We've done now, in the last 1 year, over 900 schools, communities. We've gone to markets.
And it's called across the states.
It's everywhere, all our communities. War against drug abuse.
Collaboration is key, and the Nigerian police force says it can't achieve any milestone without the support of its sister agencies.
We prioritize community engagement and partnership with all stakeholders, and especially other security agencies. We collaborate with them and we leverage on the synergy that is existing between us and the other agencies to deliver on our mandates as a police force.
We are working very, very closely with the armed forces of Nigeria, with the police, with the customs, immigration, NFIU, the whole lot.
Looking forward, the Inspector General of Police and the Minister of Police Affairs believe a new Nigeria is here, and the hope of the common man has just been renewed as a new, better and safer Nigeria is here.
starting with a 30,000 yearly recruitment is going to do a lot in boosting our manpower. And we are also making efforts to upgrade our training institutions so that these men that we are bringing in will not just get training, but they will get quality training so that they can deliver effectively on the policing mandates to the admiration of Nigerians.
Even the last one here, I think we've been able to gain a lot of appetite for stakeholder engagements. We've been able to engage with multi-stakeholder groups, work with the subnationals, and mainly we've been able to roll out the Renewed Hope Police Transformation Agenda, and that will be epic once implemented.
Our focus is to banish poverty and actually have prosperity. Our president has said that I'm only going to tax prosperity. I want to tax the fruit. I want to tax return.
National Information Technology Development Agency (NITDEV) was created to organize and drive the nation's ICT sector. In August 2019, Mr. Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi CCIE assumed office as the Director General of NITDA, employing a vision of a more digital Nigeria based on building a high-velocity organization, developing market-creating regulation, and facilitating Nigeria's development into a sustainable digital economy. NITDA remains committed to positioning the country as a global tech talent factory.
You all agree with me that industrialization is a key pillar of economic development, and this is the perfect time to drive that conversation.
We all know that Nigeria has a very strong potential to strengthen its local manufacturing capabilities.
All of us need to do some work in providing the right education and build capacity.
National Agricultural Development Fund, to be the leading development fund for agricultural growth, sustainability, and economic prosperity. Vudi, fashion is life.
Africa has got stories.
Africa's got stories.
I'm proudly Nigerian.
I am proudly Nigeria.
A new Nigeria is here.
A new Nigeria is here.
And a new Nigeria is here.